Have you ever wondered why some people seem blind to your spiritual energy, while others instantly recognize and resonate with your light? This ancient mystery, whispered about in meditation halls and contemplated in sacred texts for millennia, holds a profound secret, one that could transform how you view your spiritual protection forever. Picture this. You walk into a room carrying years of spiritual practice, a heart full of compassion, and an aura refined through countless hours of meditation. Yet some people treat you as if you're invisible, while others are immediately drawn to your energy. This isn't coincidence. It's part of what ancient wisdom calls Maya Shakti, a divine orchestration that's actually working in your favor. Consider the case of Amrita, a dedicated meditation practitioner who found herself puzzled when colleagues seemed unreceptive to her positive energy. Traditional wisdom teaches us that this phenomenon is deeply rooted in what the ancient texts call Maya, the veil of illusion that clouds perception. This understanding, passed down through centuries of spiritual practice, reveals the intricate ways in which energy interactions manifest in our daily lives. Let me share with you a fundamental truth that the Upanishads illuminate. Our spiritual light, or Jyoti, exists in varying frequencies. Just as certain frequencies of light remain invisible to the human eye, some souls vibrate at frequencies that others simply cannot perceive. This isn't a reflection of limitation, but rather a manifestation of natural spiritual law. The ancient texts speak of this phenomenon as Prakasha Bheda, the differentiation of light frequencies that occurs naturally in the spiritual realm. Now, let's explore why this selective visibility serves as a form of spiritual protection. Ancient texts suggest that when certain individuals cannot recognize your light, it's often the universe's way of maintaining what is known as Raksha Kavach, a protective shield. This natural barrier prevents energetic depletion and protects your spiritual essence from those who might unconsciously or consciously drain it. Consider this protection as the universe's built-in filtering system. Here's how you can understand this concept more deeply. Imagine a lotus flower blooming in a pond. The lotus doesn't make itself visible or invisible. It simply exists in its natural state. Some creatures in the pond will be drawn to its beauty, while others will pass by, completely unaware of its presence. The lotus, or Padma, as it's known in Sanskrit, teaches us about the natural order of spiritual recognition and protection. In the tradition of yoga and meditation, practitioners speak of anavrita chaitanya, unobstructed consciousness. This state allows us to maintain our light while understanding that its visibility to others is not our concern, but rather a divine arrangement. The texts teach us that this acceptance leads to prasada buddhi, a blessed state of mental clarity and peace. Traditional wisdom teaches us that there are three primary reasons why some cannot see your light. First, there's what practitioners call karmic veiling, where past karmic patterns create natural barriers between certain souls. These patterns, or karma samskara, serve as divine orchestration of energy interactions. Second, we have vibrational mismatch, where energy frequencies simply don't align, known in ancient texts as a spanda beda. And third, there's divine timing, where the universe orchestrates who can perceive your light based on the greater cosmic plan, what the traditions call Kala Chakra. I want you to consider this. In the practice of dhyana, meditation, we learn that true spiritual protection doesn't come from forcing others to see our light, but from maintaining its pure, authentic frequency. The ancient texts speak of Swabhava, our natural state of being, as our strongest shield. This understanding liberates us from the need to prove ourselves or force recognition from those who aren't ready to perceive our energy. Let's explore a practical application. When you encounter someone who seems unable to recognize your spiritual essence, instead of trying to prove your light, practice what the ancients called mauna, noble silence. This practice allows your energy to naturally strengthen while preventing unnecessary depletion. Consider the case of Rajesh, a spiritual practitioner who found peace when he stopped trying to convince skeptical family members of his spiritual path and instead focused on deepening his own practice. The wisdom of the Vedas teaches us that spiritual protection isn't about building walls, but about maintaining such a pure frequency that lower energies naturally cannot interfere. This is what traditional practitioners refer to as sattvic presence, a state of being so aligned with truth that it naturally repels what doesn't serve its highest purpose. As we deepen our understanding of this spiritual protection, let us explore what the ancient practitioners called adhikara bheda, the natural differences in spiritual receptivity among beings. Consider the case of Deepa, a long-time meditation teacher who initially struggled when her own siblings couldn't understand her spiritual journey. Through embracing the principle of Swadharma, one's own natural path, she found peace in allowing others to perceive her according to their own level of consciousness. This understanding brings us to what the traditions call Sahaja Sthiti, our natural, effortless state of being. When we fully embrace this truth, we realize that the varying levels of perception others have of our light serves as a sophisticated system of energetic filtration, protecting us from unnecessary energy drain and allowing our spiritual essence to flourish in its most authentic form. The ancient texts speak of Atma Raksha, self-protection, not as a defensive mechanism, but as a natural state of being. When we align with this truth, we begin to understand that the varying levels of perception others have of our light is actually a sophisticated system of energetic filtration. Remember, true spiritual light, or Atma Jyoti, never demands recognition. Like the sun, it simply shines, unconcerned with who perceives its radiance or how its light is received. Let this wisdom be your guide as you continue on your spiritual journey, knowing that every soul who cannot see your light is actually participating in your spiritual protection. This is the profound truth that leads to lasting peace and spiritual maturity.